Morning, February 2nd, 22. Oh no, it's the 4th. Where am I going? 3/4 inches, slush and slop and ice and rain. Not a good day for business. I don't care. I need the money, don't get me wrong, but I don't need the aggravation. 64 years old. So that brings me to play with the Buick today. So I started making this patch the other day. It's the last part of the quarter panel replacement. So here's what I got going on so far. I'm gonna fit that baby in there. Put some copper weld there. Weld through primer. That's zinc. I'm gonna spot weld this baby in there. Clean it up around the holes. We'll be back. I'm punching holes right now with my hole puncher. See it down there? Good tool. Watch your fingers. Gotta go. See you later. Okay. Plug weld. Plug weld. Plug weld. Just in the welder was getting better as I was going. Some spot welds there. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Some spot welding. Had to clean some ice and snow today. What a day! Coming out nice though. I like it. I put the welder's a little dirty and whatnot. Bar speed, I turned it down. The heat, turned it down a little bit. I'm on the B setting on the heat. And as you can see, about 1.5 on the speed. I like it. Hey. Goodbye. Next day already. Got some time to just do some spot welding on this. Gonna grind it down a little bit. Doesn't have to be too nice. Gonna grind this. I'm gonna put some self-hatching primer, a coat of primer after that, and put the metal fill in. I'll be back. Goodbye. Okay, all ground down. I'm gonna put a little self-etch primer, different angles. Don't forget, just because you spray here, that doesn't mean it's prime good. You gotta get at all angles. Shoot down, this way, that way. Cover it good. So I'm gonna shoot up this way first, and then cover it up. Goodbye. Okay, nice coat of self-etch. Now I'm gonna put a nice coat of regular primer. Then again, different directions, cover all the spots. Gotta go. Okay, I'm back. So I 36 this with the DA. You can see the low spot. Not a problem. Put some regular Bondo, body filler, whatever you want to call it. The lightweight stuff, probably. So I'm going to put a coat here. This here feels a little high, so I'm going to tap this in a little bit. You can see where it's a nice transition from here to here, and this is a little higher here. So tap it in a little bit. Aftermarket. Gotta fit it. That's nice there. We know that's good. So fill it. You know, do some body work in here. Come out great. Oh, let me move my welder out of the way here. I need a bigger garage. Wrong. I'm buying no more property. Next piece of property I'm buying is a cemetery plot. Well, anyway, I just took the cover off. I don't know if you guys could see this. The window moldings. I got the other half over there. I don't know what to do with this half. It's probably in the car somewhere. I'll find it. But I put the molding on here. You can see where this is up higher. So I see that pen mark. I have to file this down to that pen mark because it's too much of a twist in it. You know, it was only roughed in. There's the original red paint. Yeah, check this. I know all this is solid though. The window channels were just rusty where the quarter panels, or where the panel, what do you call this thing? Filler panel. That's it. So I'm gonna work around the window here, but first I'm gonna file this down so all this dirt doesn't go down inside the car. Take this window, the window's just laying in there. This is not the original tinted glass for it. We do have it. So that's coming out soon. Getting there. I'm gonna walk around to the front of the car. I took the plastic cover off, as you can see. Why do I want to walk around to the front of the car? I forgot. Getting old. That's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna do some final welding inside the trunk for where this filler panel meets the quarter. I know the two pieces of metal that hangs down from here. This is the first thing I put in because with the original quarters on there, so we get the right panel fitment. So I think it looks good. Not bad for the guy that's not really a body man. It's only common sense. Watching videos, YouTube, different guys, my mentors. Just doing it. Get it done. Can't get it done talking about it or dreaming about it. So get out in the garage, boys and girls. Outside here right now it's warming up to 12 degrees. Might be a little warmer, it's noontime. So, sun's shining. Looks a lot warmer than it probably is out there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk outside, see what it feels like. Oh, I'm gonna open the door from that side and see what we got. Goodbye. Okay, let me move some of the stuff out of the way. You can see I put I think it was Christmas. No, was it Christmas? I forget when I put the grill and bumper. New Year's, I brought the grill from storage, the bumper. That's a driver quality bumper. We do have a re-chrome one. I put it on to see how everything's fitting, but here's what I found. You guys can probably see. So my left hand is here, and my right hand is here, but the right hand side of the car, if you look, the bumper, the center point of the bumper is going to the right hand of the car a little bit. But don't panic. It's not the car, it's the bumper. These bumpers are slotted. We did have this bumper on the car. I don't know why it's so off. It's too far to the right. Here, let me move this battery charger. Brand new battery charger. My Snap-on dealer sold it to me. Good deal, he said. But my interstate battery guy, I think I'm gonna toss him out. After 30 years, he's busting my balls on a battery. He said these chargers are not good enough for it. You gotta get an old Sears one. Wrong, buddy. You might be history. See you Tuesday. But yeah. See the bumper there? We could adjust it out to the left. The bumper brackets are slotted. So, just put everything together, make sure it fits before we do the final panel adjustment, hood adjustment, bumper adjustment. Make sure everything is square. Car's pretty. I didn't think I was gonna like this original red color. It's grown on me. Getting there. Yeah, the roof is next. After I put the glass back in. I don't want to see all that stuff and put it through the car. Okay, be back later. Cleaning around the car today. So I can do some more. I gotta grind on that weld there. I had to fit the door. I think I have a video on that. Had a aftermarket quarter. This quarter was a little too short here. When the door was closed, it was tight here, but the quarter panel, this where the door gap was twisted in a little bit. So I cut it. I put a piece of metal inside there. It was easier to weld that way. And then this part here was a little, since I brought it out here, it stayed in here, so I had the building went weld this way. I don't know. We'll see if that works. I'll show you that later, maybe. Okay, enough talking. Can't get it done talking about it, get it done. Oh, there is a vent in the middle of the roof here, right here. We're gonna work that out. This was, we sandblasted this roof. Somebody put a aftermarket vinyl top on it. It wasn't a good job. It was all rusty, pitted. I thought I was gonna have to replace the roof skin, but no, a lot of work. That is. But there's only one pinhole. It was right here after we sandblasted it. So I gave it a epoxy primer, I believe. Then we fiberglassed it. I don't know why I fiberglassed it, but that was 10 years ago. My knowledge back then wasn't that good. But maybe it did it good. I don't know. But we gotta go. I gotta go. Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna take down my metal shields. When I was welding the roof, I want to make sure nothing got inside the car. I have a little fire. Some precautions. I don't know. It worked. I think it was a good idea. I'm looking at the roof line here, so once I file this down, where I think pin mark is, let's see what we got left here. I might have to, you can feel a little dip here, so I have to fill it here, maybe bring it down there. Okay, molding's going on. Oh, fitting the molding on. You can see the other dilemma I have. The ink pen mark is almost down. Push down on the molding, it's still fitting down, but it's only because it's not mating up with the clip here. So my little horseshoe turn here has to be shortened here. You can see why. Because when I put the filler in there, the metal fill, it's too far towards the glass. So I get the horseshoe turned. I gotta file it back a little bit for the molding to fit in. It's not fitting into the channel here correctly. You'll see what I mean. I'll be back. See where the clip is now for the molding? Because I can't clip it in. I don't want to bend the molding to fit it in there. That's not the right way to do it. But I'm gonna strip this down. All the red paint that was there, the original paint, will be gone. So I'll be back. Okay, what I did here, I sanded it by hand. I was gonna do a Dremel tool sanding, but I couldn't get nothing really fitting there right. So I doubled up the sandpaper. It's a stick on old sandpaper from the DA. It's 36 grit, good enough. You can see that line that I did with the ink pen. You know, it's almost, you know, don't forget this line, I just did it by hand, so it could be me too. So right now is going to be the trial of the molding on there. The test fit. Let's see if I'm getting closer. It's hard to do with one hand. One hand. Come on. Hold on. A little short here to reach it. Oh, that's because it's not fitting right on the other side. That's why it's going to be a tough time.
that either.
I'll be back. Trying to fit that in up there. Okay, I'm back. You can still see it's not fitting. Even though I thought we were getting close, we are closer. So now I'm just going to concentrate from this mark to this mark. And I'll be back. It's got to fit in there. It's fitting there, but not there. We'll get it. You get it? I get it. Goodbye. Okay, back again. After, let me see, I'll hold the camera this way. The clip is starting to disappear there. See that? So, I'm gonna have to work this area from here to there a little bit. We're getting a contour. I'm gonna go back and forth. I'll be back, and I can bore you with the next few minutes. I'll get it back. I'll come back when it's all fit in. All right? But you understand. Another thing I want to point out. Don't forget, this glass is still down a little low. There's a window ribbon that goes that. And then put the glass in finally. So the level here is going to be different yet. So I think I'm pretty close to the level here. Right here. So I'm thinking, I said, boy, this looks a little lower. And I'm thinking, this window's in here without any window ribbon. The sealer ribbon. And then the rear glass will be, the original glass will be here. Next week I'll get it out of storage because I'm going to concentrating on epoxy primer in this. Let it set for a couple days. Paint it after that. I'm going to work these top of these quarters, and this top is all epoxy primed, so we just have to put some filler on it, straighten that dent over there, make sure it's nice and level, and then get some red paint on there next couple weeks. Stay tuned to Lou's Garage. What else I'd be doing on a Sunday? Next weekend, Super Bowl. So I put a couple hours on it. It's not until the evening. I gotta see what the boss says, my wife. This car should be at a car show in the early spring, late spring. So we'll see. Keep focused. Keep going. It's getting there. Okay, here's what do I got? I have to find a molding for down here. I know it's gonna fit, but I got the clip in, as you can see. Looking for the tool, because now that it's clipped in, there's a special tool for it. It looks similar to this on the top. I can't find it. I think my son found it when he cleaned the car out, but I'll show you what it looks like when I find it. But I do have to just work this area a little bit. It did clip in. It's kind of tight. I kid you not. So I don't have the clip up here because I have to clean out up there. I'm gonna sand that. You'll see that later on. But I know it's gonna fit. On this side over here, on the driver's side, there's an ink mark that I made prior to this video. Well, actually it was probably about a month ago. But as I stand on back and looking at it, I have a collective thought here. Look at this. And I think I know the problem. The answer to it anyway. So if I take this roll of tape, you know, that's why I like putting paint on the car so you can see what it's going to look like before you paint it. And then you say, whoopsies. According to my eyes, that's not right. And then if we go down here, it's going over it. So that means, like, if you check it here, use a roll of tape because it's not scratching the new paint. See? And if I go over the other side, here, I'll show you. The same thing. It's pretty good. A little low there maybe, but I think I know the problem. And I know the problem. And I'll show you when I get there. I'll fix it. Gotta go. Okay, still didn't find my windshield window removing tool, but this is my tool to service my spray guns. You see the different sizes it'll fit, but it worked. I had to grind this top edge or flatten the top off a little bit. I might have to just sharpen this edge a little bit, make it work better. Look at it. Got the molding off. Let me go over this side and see. Well, I've just got tape on it. So you put the tool in there until you find a clip. You find a clip. Oh, I think I just found that clip. Same thing up here. Sorry for the shaking. This is, I don't know how many clips are on this side actually, but I know the molding's fitting. Try to do it with one hand. So I slide it down till you get a stop. So I give it a little twist. Oop. And go up with it. You get the gist. It's just hard to do it with one hand. I'll be back.